Yo, welcome back to the channel. Kamusta sa inyong lahat? Just when we thought we had a grasp on Wuthering Waves combat, the game throws a curveball so wild it makes shorekeeper havers question their life choices. Cantarella, the latest addition to the Resonator roster, might just be the biggest game changer yet. Hidden within her kit is something bizarre, something that could hint at a massive shift in how we play. Some of her abilities, well, they count as echo skills. Some elements of her forte circuit is considered as an echo skill. Her liberation is considered as an echo skill. And her coordinated attacks during forte circuit, yep, it also appears that it is considered as an echo skill. It's like Kuro was screaming at us to pay attention, but currently we don't have echoes or sets that have an effect that enhances echo damage. Kinda confusing, right? And it gets even more ridiculous. Apparently, if the active resonator triggers their intro skill and casts the same main echo as Cantarella, you will generate concerto energy. Now, don't get too hyped. It's only 5 concerto energy per activation. 5 whole points. Wow. But if you manage to coordinate all of your resonators to trigger their intro skills and immediately cast their echoes, then boom, that's 20 concerto energy. Sounds groundbreaking, right? Well, not really. But what if this isn't just some minor mechanic? What if this is the beginning of something much bigger? Just a heads up, this video dives deep into speculation, so take everything with a grain of salt, or maybe an entire salt mine. So why does this matter? Why are we suddenly treating Cantarella like she's some divine oracle foreshadowing the next evolution of Wuthering Waves? Well, it's because this isn't just some quirky one-off gimmick. Almost her entire kit revolves around echo skill. You know, echoes, the things we slap onto our resonators and forget about half the time. But what if that changes? What if the things we once saw as secondary becomes the main focus of combat? What if Cantarella is the first step towards an echo-centric gameplay shift that Kuro has been planning all along? And that's where Frolova comes in. Phrolova isn't just some rumored future resonator with an edgy name. She's rumored to manipulate tacits. And what are echoes if not combat-ready, semi-domesticated tacits? That's right. This could be the first resonator designed specifically to interact with echo mechanics in a major way. But what does manipulation really mean? Could she change how echoes function? Could she alter their cooldowns, enhance their damage output, or even allow us to swap them mid-combat? If that's the case, we aren't just looking at a new character, we're looking at a complete overhaul of how we build teams, structure rotations, and engage in battle. And if Kuro is willing to upend the status quo like this, what else might be coming? Let's imagine a future where echoes aren't just sidekicks but the driving force of combat itself. What if Phrolova isn't just another Havoc resonator, but the architect of an entirely new playstyle? What if she can amplify echo damage to unprecedented levels? What if she doesn't just enhance echo skills, but redefines how they function entirely? If this theory holds any weight, we're not just looking at a minor tweak to the system, we're staring down the barrel of a fundamental gameplay revolution. Echo abilities could scale dynamically with new buffs, turning them into core mechanics rather than passive additions. More resonator skills might be reclassified as echo skills, leading to an interconnected combat system where dodging, parrying, and even sustain-based strategies revolve around precise echo activations. The game might demand a more reactive, skill-based approach, forcing players to time echo usage to maximize damage while avoiding devastating counterattacks. But to be honest, this wouldn't be the first time a game pulled something like this. Genshin Impact players had to accept that Dendro wasn't just a cute afterthought, but a meta-defining element. This could be Wuthering Waves' version of that moment. The realization that echo skills aren't just complementary tools, but the backbone of an evolving combat system. If Frolova is the key to this transformation, she might not just be another strong resonator, she might be the single most important shift in the game's entire meta. Frolova could introduce an entirely new support archetype, one that doesn't just buff echoes but reshapes how we use them. If echo skills become crucial to maximizing damage, players will be scrambling to farm the right echo sets before they inevitably get power crept into oblivion. But wait, because there's more. What if Phrolova isn't just about enhancing echoes? What if she can actually swap, steal, or even override echo abilities? Imagine breaking the game by hijacking a boss's echo buffs mid-combat. Imagine stealing an enemy's echo move and turning it against them. Imagine forcing an opponent to lose their signature echo ability entirely, turning high difficulty fights into absolute chaos. If that sounds insane, well, so did the idea of a floating jellyfish being top tier. And here we are. If Frolova introduces a mechanic like this, the entire way we approach combat could change. Echo management could become just as important as dodging and parrying, and fights might revolve around strategically timing echo activations rather than just pressing skills on cooldown. And the best part? This could be just the beginning of a larger shift, one where echo skills become as defining to a resonator's strength as their own abilities. The meta isn't just shifting, it's evolving into something we haven't seen before. Perhaps Frolova's kit also revolves around echo skills. Or maybe this is a way for Wuthering Waves to provide a soft landing spot for new players. What if echo skills will make co-op essential instead of a side activity? If Frolova enables linked echo effects, multiplayer could shift from button smashing to strategic synergy, rewarding precise coordination over raw DPS. Multiplayer could shift from a DPS race to a game of strategy where echo synergy dictates team roles. Players might take on specialized positions, echo enhancers, sustain providers, or disruptors, turning co-op into a battlefield of precise coordination rather than mindless button mashing. Kuro has been pushing for more meaningful multiplayer. Could echo synergy finally bridge the gap between solo and co-op play? If so, we might be on the verge of a new era in Wuthering Waves, one where teamwork and echo mastery redefine combat. So what should we do? The answer is simple. We prepare. So, is Cantarella actually foreshadowing Wuthering Waves' next combat evolution? Does Frolova have abilities in her kit that will buff echo skills? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more juicy deep dives. Thank you so much for watching. Maraming salamat po, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!